What up? What up? What up? Wait for my peoples to get here. Or at least Villain gonna be up in here. CL might be joining us. We don't know. It's a little early. Well, not for me, but for some people. Man's in the car though. He's in the car. Can't hear you, bro. You on that mute?
You hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Yeah, you always record in the car.
You said what?
You always record in the car. I think I seen you on this other John, and you was in the car.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm straight.
No, I said you always record in the car.
Yeah. I can't smoke in the house, so.
Oh, I feel you. What's your Twitter again?
My Twitter at @SaveMe_RSK17.
Okay, I got it.
The S and the M in Save Me is capped.
Nah, I always want to put SAG first. Looks like I spelled villain wrong.
Yeah, I got it on my nameplate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, we here. We here. Goldie up in the house. Yeet. Y'all already know what it is. You know what I mean? Let me go ahead and do that intro real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because we ready. You know what I mean? See how might join us, but I don't know, but we ready.
3, 2, 1.
Yeet. The Villain King's here.
What's happening, world? Goddamn.
His tag team partner, pause. Goldie's up in here in the chat.
The long-awaited debut with Junior the Villain King Simpson and wrestling behind the curtain. What's happening, y'all?
Word. We've been trying to get Villain on here for a minute. But it's funny because while Villain's on here, nobody else is on here. So, you know, I promise you guys one day we will get everything together. One day. So.
In the meantime, just enjoy this great nigga hit.
Oh, my God. I thought I was the only one that was like this. Villain, let's talk about it.
Oh no, we out here. You know what I'm saying?
Villain, you texted me.
You said what?
You said you was excited because Jeff Hardy is all elite. You were happy to see him because you haven't seen him since Impact with Sting. But you were excited. And you said, yo, this was what you was been waiting for, to be an all elite fan.
Who said that?
So let's go.
Who said that?
My man.
Okay. I don't know who you referencing, but I mean, who's surprised really that Jeff is here? You know what I'm saying? Like, my man, AEW fans have been wanting Jeff since Matt showed up. So it's like, it's not no surprise. Oh my God, Jeff showed up. It's like about fucking time he showed up, honestly. So, I mean, I'm cool. I'm glad he's still, you know what I'm saying, in the game. I'm glad he didn't go, but you know what I'm saying. What y'all gonna do with it? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, another toy in the toy chest now that y'all got. Like, when is it gonna end?
Let me say something real quick about that.
Is my question.
Before I answer that question, let me say something real quick. You wanna know what's crazy? Let me tell you what's crazy. Why Matt always gets the shitty end of the deal though? Anytime it comes to Jeff, he gets the shitty end of the deal. Who did WWE love? Jeff. Who got the
No,
best?
they love them some Jeff.
Who got the best singles run? Jeff. Who do the fans love the most?
In WWE, yeah.
Who do the fans love the most? Jeff. So to continue with the fuckery of Matt and Jeff, when Matt debuted, it was the pandemic. The worst time to debut.
Yeah.
When does Jeff debut?
Well, nobody but extras from Dark in there in the ring.
Exactly. When does Jeff come? When everything's popping.
Shit's alive. Well, I mean, you can kind of blame Matt for you know what I'm saying, going straight over instead of taking some time to chill off and wait. But then again, it was also during the pandemic. Shit was already unpredictable as fuck. So, you know, it is what it is. But like how Matt was talking when they was beefing in TNA, it was like, yeah, Jeff is the more loved and blah blah blah, but everything that's happening, like with the Hardys and success, that's all based off Matt work. So it's like, yeah, Jeff, you can be the nigga in front, but behind the scenes, it's all me, bro. And as long as we know that to be a fact, do whatever you want. Just don't act like you too big for the fam when it comes down to it. And Jeff ain't that type of cat.
Yeah. Let me respond to your cousin first before we get to that. First off, I don't collect belts, all right? Because I know you're talking about my WWE belt right there. I don't collect belts. That was given to me by my sister, so that's one. Two, I'm not buying an AEW belt because again, I don't buy belts. Three, we will by WrestleMania season. When is that? Oh shit! I forgot to turn off my stopwatch for my.
Like April?
Yeah, what month we in now? March.
Yeah.
Oh, so that might
It's
be
like 3 weeks.
Okay. Well, I don't know if we're gonna have it by then because and depending on the delivery service. But the only belt that I will have is the belt that Wrestling Behind the Curtain have put money together to get our own strap. So that belt will be coming around WrestleMania time. That's the only belt I'll be rocking.
That's fire.
I don't buy belts.
That's fire.
You know, well, this was the idea. I mean, although we're supposed to be talking about other shit, this is the idea. The idea was, but nobody. You're about to make me talk about my feelings this morning.
Hey man,
the idea of the group chat and everything
it's a safe space.
That's cool. I don't really give a shit anyway. This is me. The idea of the group chat and everything was we're all supposed to talk in it. We're all supposed to be diehard wrestling fans going in. I've been talking to myself, but it's all good. Anywho, but the idea was certain pay-per-views that we would pick. Now, since we have a new Impact crowd, I don't know. We can decide what it'll be, but we're going to pick certain big events, like let's say like a WrestleMania, like what's y'all big shit? Bound for Glory.
Bound for Glory, Slammiversary, either one.
Okay, so it will be like Slammiversary, Bound for Glory, WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, and like Double or Nothing, something like that. But we would all go in and we would make bets.
Okay, yeah.
We'll make bets, right? So whoever wins, let's say I got the belt because obviously I'm gonna have the belt first. Let's say Bill and King say, "Yo, you know what? I want to charge you for that strap." So, all right, cool. So when you want to see me? I want to see you at WrestleMania. All right, cool. So WrestleMania, me and you would do all of the picks to determine who wins. So if I get the most picks, obviously I keep the strap. If you get the most picks and you win, I would have to mail you the strap, and then you would keep it until the next title defense, and then mail it to either me or whoever challenges you, and it goes to that person.
I'm gonna do my best to own that belt. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
I like belts.
If you want to get into that,
I'm a champ myself.
If you want to get into that, you got to donate to the fund first. You know what I mean? So you get be a part of it. But then the belt travels. It's like we're really doing this. Like the belt travels, and obviously you get bragging rights. You get the pop shit. If we go to an event together, you might be the one holding it. Pause. You know what I mean?
Will be the one with the belt.
Well, yeah. I mean, we'll probably make a secondary.
Be the one.
We'll probably make a secondary belt so you can have that one. That'd be cool. but that's the goal.
Oh, just gonna volunteer me the secondary. That's
I mean, you
you
can
know,
you can
it's whatever until I
you
take
can-
the secondary and defend it better than the world title, and then people will look at it like, well, fuck the world title. The secondary is where it's at.
I mean, you're right. I got to go on vacation sometime, so you know, we can write me off TV.
Messing with me, it'll be a permanent. But
So,
okay, answer me this question: what
all right.
is AEW's WrestleMania? Because I don't know.
Let me Google it because I don't want to get the name wrong. Because you guys swear I'm a stan, but I really ain't. But I believe it's Double or Nothing. That's what it's called. Is it Double or Nothing? What it's called? The event? Yeah, Double or Nothing. I think Double or Nothing is their WrestleMania.
Because like I think it was last year. Like they were kind of building, and then hell, this past one they were kind of building it up as the most important night in AEW history. You know what I'm saying? And that's really only normally in 1998 WCW when every event was the best event in the history of sport. Even Thunder was the biggest night in the history of sport. But like that's how they was throwing up Revolution. So I'm generally confused. So if Duncan is WrestleMania, Revolution SummerSlam, educate me, my man.
You guys keep on saying educate me like I am Tony Khan's right hand man. I love the product because of what I told you guys. It is brand new, fresh. So obviously it's gonna have all the love because they're gonna try to do everything correctly. WWE was that at one point. WCW was that at one point. Impact the Holy Grail when it had AJ and Samoa Joe and Kurt was that at one point. Then it fell off and it came back. So
They still shat on
now,
TNA.
as of now, AEW is
TNA never really got love, bro.
Not because I mean,
TNA never really got love because like every time, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, when even in the real with AJ, Joe, and them, they're like, oh, they still got these old farts. Sting, Kurt, Jeff Jarrett, Kevin Nash was there, Steiner was there. You know what I'm saying? The narrative has never changed. It's either been this company got a bunch of old farts, fuck everybody ain't worth nothing, or ain't nobody watching this anyway. LOL TNA. Nah. It's always been the case. They've never got their respect.
You know why TNA never got love?
I've been watching what they want.
You know why TNA never got love after like the goats left, and obviously you had all those old people because you guys rebranded like 17 times.
That shit was so fucking annoying. Like I was just talking to you said what?
You know what hurts brands, which is what I try not to do.
What'd you say?
Is what hurts brands is when you rebrand. Like when you rebrand something over and over and over, like, oh, we're gonna be like if I was to be like, oh, we're Rebellious TV. Oh, we're Tattoo TV. Oh, we're Sticks and Stones TV. It's like, bro, what are you? Like it gets annoying, which is what caused fans to leave. So that's what hurt you guys initially. Then obviously
people still call the LA Rams the St. Louis Rams. And they just won the Super Bowl. And people still be like, yeah, St. Louis, I'm in LA. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit happens.
I think you guys are. I don't know how this became Impact, but I think you guys are in a good place. Like I told you, I actually enjoy the wrestlers there. I can't really say his name, so I'm not going to do it. So I call him Big Kaz. I like Big Kaz over there. I like Tasha Steelz. Obviously, I like Mickey James. I love Jay White. You know, they got some players over there. I don't know, for some reason he looks way better, but for some reason I can't get down with Moose. I don't like him.
Moose is, man.
You know what it is?
I mean, you know,
I think it's because when he first debuted, it was so horrible. Like it left a bad thing in my mouth. I want you to be honest with me.
Now, Moose is my nigga. That's my big brother. Don't get me wrong.
I want you to be honest with me as an Impact.
He cannot talk for shit.
Exactly. So I want you to be honest with me as a fan. when you first saw Moose debut,
Okay.
were you excited or were you like, oh my God, this nigga?
I was just like, okay. Like I really, it wasn't even like I knew who Moose was when he came, before he debuted, but I wasn't like hyped for it or anything. I wasn't against it. I was just like,
He
moved
came,
on to the next segment.
his promo was horrible. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. He came in out of shape. It just left such a bad taste in my mouth that I was like, nah, I can't do this. And
But
then what made it worse? Go ahead.
Even with him being out of shape, he was still doing some spectacular shit. Like it's crazy with, he's gotten more in shape, but he's kind of limited his moveset a little bit. Like Moose used to be flying around this motherfucker every week. Now he only pulls them joints out like in special occasions. He's just a big man now. That's the crazy part.
No, I mean you can't downplay an athlete because obviously Samoa Joe is fat as fuck and he can do things. Keith Lee, big as fuck, can do things. I don't like them, but the Viking Raiders can do some crazy shit to be so big. So it's not that. It's just, you know, first what is it? What do they say? First your first impression.
The first impression goes a long
Yeah,
way.
his first impression with me was especially because I wasn't liking the product at the time. The first impression was like, oh my God.
It was
Like, come on, where Lashley at again? Like bring Lashley, bring Drew. Like, what's going on?
brutal to watch TNA run times. It was
But
brutal watching TNA run them times, man. I ain't shy to admit that. Like, it was fucking terrible.
but I give him props.
But I did it. Just
I give him props. He's come a long way.
yeah. And that's kind of why I'm fucking with him, because he's came a long way.
I love the way he looks. He looks like a champ. So I'll give him that. I don't really listen to him, but that probably
Give him a manager, and it's a wrap. Just give him a manager, one to talk for.
if he had a manager, definitely.
Preferably.
But that promo he cut about Roman Reigns and the open door, that was fire.
Yeah.
Which is why WWE.
You let him go and talk shit. You know, man.
Yeah. But that's why WWE dropped the ball, because even with
gotta
that,
let Moose go talk shit. And
even with that promo, WWE could have had him in the Royal Rumble.
yeah.
But that's
I
how
understand why they didn't. I didn't want, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's because WWE doesn't really have an open door. They
I
just
didn't want the floodgates open. That's why.
WWE doesn't have an open door. They just do whatever and say whatever to get you to come watch real quick, and that's it.
I'm gonna tell you this. AJ Styles, if AJ Styles wins Money in the Bank, cashing in on Impact.
Yo, I don't know what kind of slang you guys got in North Carolina, but Goldie, I'm never need you to talk about a man's tongue and being thick again. Please pause. It seems like the villain king froze.
We good?
Oh, you back now. But yeah,
live TV, folks. Anything happens. But no, like that's hindering his promos, because all the words with S's are like, it just sounds so. It doesn't sound good at all. You see what I'm saying?
So they got a speech impediment.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like you should kind of mask that, or just don't fucking talk.
Yeah. All right. So, what did we get from last night besides Jeff Hardy?
Honestly, that's all. I didn't watch it.
How'd you feel about the toxicity that I received this morning since Scorpion Sky won, and I posted it? The world thinks that I'm racist because I said he's the first black TNT and tag team champion.
Okay, I'm a controversy alert. That's why I call it all elite whites. It's like they trying to keep that, you know what I'm saying? So anybody that breaks that all elite white barrier is like, bro, what? Except for Jade Cargill, because she's Jade Cargill.
I never seen them. I never seen AEW like that. I think they're very diverse. I mean, clearly, if we're going by champion lineage, the people that have held the belt are big names right now. So I mean, I can see why it's went that way. Plus, who said it? Was it Booker T? Somebody said a lot of minorities like us don't want to be in wrestling. We want to rap or play sports. We don't want to wrestle.
That may be true, but I've seen some African American talents, whether it's in Impact or like on the Indies, that are fucking nice, that deserve to be in spots, you know what I'm saying, to where they can have a chance to have a legacy, you know what I'm talking about? So there are cats out there. They're just not put on that spot.
Okay,
to
but
where they can showcase themselves.
let's say they do get put on, like Jade, Scorpion Sky, Buddy that went against Paige last night because I'm pretty sure he's half and half. Obviously, when they get there, they can't just jump in the spotlight. Like they got to go through it. So they need grooming time. So you're still gonna get that. You're still gonna get that stick that. Oh yeah, they're there, but they ain't doing nothing. Which is funny because it goes back to the toxicity. You'll say like, oh, just give him the spot. Like, even though he's green, just give him the spot. But what do we hear about Jade? She's in the spot, but she's green as fuck.
Yeah, but look at how she's doing in the spot.
Well, because she's fine as fuck.
Yeah, you gotta have something.
Because you can't
have something.
You can't tell me that match her and Tay were fire. That shit was all botched up.
I don't even remember the match, if I'm keeping it 100. And I watched it, like I was here for it. Nothing happened that was memorable to me other than Jade coming out with the Mortal Kombat game. That was fire to me. And that was it.
The kiss was fire to me.
Oh yeah, she did kiss that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
The kiss of death.
See?
I mean, Goldie, we can't act like, it is what it is. It happens in the NBA, it happens in the NFL. I mean, it's America. This is where we're at. Like, obviously, we're making strides to get better, but we can't act like wrestling is such a shock when, 95% of the NFL is minorities, and there's one head coach, or maybe two now, and how many owners? AEW Sky versus Jeff. I'm not really big on Sky anyway, to be honest, but he is athletic.
I hope he's gonna lose the belt pretty soon. I guess the reason why they put it on him is so Wardlow can murder him.
He's a transitional champ.
As hell. If I was them, honestly, I would have had his first defense be on Rampage against Wardlow, and we'll go ahead and get that out the way now. Nigga hold the belt for 4 days. Fuck out of here.
Just get out the way.
Yeah, go ahead. Why are we wasting time? What do we need a week for?
I hate that it's Sky because obviously what we're talking about, the black and white thing. But as far as character-wise, Sky's not really that big. Like Sky and them were popping when they had the, what was it, the So-So Cow shit?
SCU?
Yeah. That's when they were popping. That's when the run should have took place. But since then, I didn't even know Sky was still there.
And see, that's why I'm even more confused at why Ethan Page went to AEW. Because like he went there, showed up at a battle royal, then they stuck him with Scorpio Sky, and you forgot the man was in the company until a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like Scorpio Sky was the also starring ass nigga in the whole American Top Team angle.
I hate that whole shit. I hate that dude. I mean, obviously, I know he's with UFC, so obviously, bigger picture, he's done great for the sport. I hate him in AEW. I hate when they have that angle. See, this is when I say y'all don't watch because I do shit on shit. I hate their whole thing in AEW. The only thing I like about them is Paige. That is it. Everything else I
And
hate. I hate Ethan there. I hate Scorpion. I hate Dan. I hate when they brought the people in to try to beat up Jericho and the shit looked hella disgusting. Like it was just trash.
and this is the exact same thing that happened when they had him in TNA. The only difference, the only thing that made it a little bit better was the fact that Bobby Lashley was centered around it.
Mm.
It was basically Bobby Lashley versus Moose, but instead of just giving us that match 1-on-1, they decided, hey, let's throw American Top Team and King Mo and Josh Barnett in the picture.
Goldie, you said they got all these people on the roster. What are they gonna do? They got Dynamite, they got Rampage, they got Dark, they got Ring of Honor. They've got spots for people. Like everyone that was in Ring of Honor is not getting signed back. So obviously they're gonna bring the people at Ring of Honor that ring bells, and then the rest are gonna be filtered to be like an NXT type shit with either William Regal or I think storyline says Cody's gonna be over there. That's what I think.
I said it from the moment Cody left. He's gonna go to Ring of Honor, win that world title, and then lead a Ring of Honor invasion in the AEW.
Which could happen because I think CL said something like this that Cody said a long time ago. He's going to do a storyline that's going to play out for a long time, and that we're going to see it. So I would imagine it would be this because the way that the news feeds are like jumping on it, it's too perfect. Like
Yeah.
shit don't happen like that. And then all of a sudden people are talking bad about him. Like when do you hear that? You don't ever hear people shit on somebody once they leave. Oh, we never liked him anyway, or we're glad he's gone. Like,
Tessa Blanchard first comes to mind in that one because
she's kind of racist.
Anyway, Cody. Now this. If this is really all just one big angle, then I might have to give Cody his flowers because he did it perfectly. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what's wrong with your cousin? What's wrong with your cousin? Says why does Cody think he's a superstar? Cody is a star. Why do y'all hate Cody so much?
It's not. I mean,
Cody made Stardust pop. Cody made Dashing Rhodes pop. Like anything given, that man makes pop.
I only give you dashing and then undashing when someone broke his nose and he had the mask. I give you those two, but everything after that, I can't agree with you.
Yeah, bugging. Cody's the man. Is he gonna be one of the greatest of all time? No. But Cody is very good at what he does.
Y'all didn't get Cody at his fullest potential in AEW. I still believe because that if y'all would have got Ring of Honor Cody Rhodes, then I'd be like, yeah, he's a star because Ring of Honor Cody Rhodes was that dude.
Yeah, even New Japan.
Yeah, well, he kind of went a little crazy.
Yeah, because he kind of started there. I think he perfected it at Ring of Honor, and then when he got to AEW, it was more business, and then everyone just seems to hate him. So it was just like fire.
And I don't know why they didn't just give into it because Cody's a goddamn good heel. The man won the Ring of Honor world title, and instead of carrying the title, he got a Ring of Honor. That's fucking genius.
Yo, Goldie, where you come up with these argument points, B? I never watched and said, where's Cody? I've never watched and said, where's a lot of people, but it's still good.
But we talking about Cody being a star. And, I mean, other than the fact that he got on, like, Go Big Show and all those other – who really watches Go Big Show, though? Like, let's be honest. I was upset that Big Show wasn't in it.
I don't watch anything heel-related, so – I mean,
Rhodes,
reality.
Was it Rhodes to the Top? Who watched that?
I mean, there's people, but I didn't.
Not more than Miz and Mrs. I'll tell you that.
Cody,
and I don't even think people really watch Miz and Mrs. like that.
Cody is like a multiverse version of the Miz.
Don't do him like that.
They're both good at what they do. You hate
I feel like that's a slight to both of them.
No, because they're both good, but I say multiverse because you guys think Cody's below the Miz, so it would be the multiverse version of the Miz.
Miz is hated, but Miz is respected at least.
Well,
Cody,
Miz has to be respected because he started for MTV.
well, Cody has to be respected. A, he started the goddamn company, and B, his dad is Dusty Rhodes, but he still didn't get the respect.
Well, that would be less respect because they would feel you silver spoon.
Nah, but you got to trust the lineage. Like if you get a McMahon in your company, like say Shane goes to NWA, I'm just throwing some shit out, and you know what I'm saying, it's like, oh, we got a McMahon here, so we should respect him because he came from that McMahon lineage, so he kind of knows what he's doing a little bit.
I would be the opposite. I'd be like, bro, who are you? Like, okay, I know who your daddy is. Who are you?
And it's sad. It's gonna take Cody doing this crazy gimmick to get that respect.
He's still not gonna get the respect. No matter if he makes this,
me.
if he makes this the best angle ever, people are still gonna hate.
Hate, you can hate and respect at the same time.
I don't think Cody is gonna get that.
And see, that's why he's not. That's why he can't be me.
I'm literally looking at the chat and looking at your cousin talk about Cody for the last 5 minutes about how he ain't nobody. That says it right there. You just said that you loved him in Ring of Honor, and your cousin's like, nah, he ain't shit.
I mean, I don't think he saw him in Ring of Honor like that.
No, I think AEW, what they do well is they storytell great. Like they really put Easter eggs and they really play the story good.
I
think
give you that.
I think if this does happen with Cody, bless. I think if it does happen with Cody, then they probably already knew what was happening. And it was the whole storyline of, okay, cool, this is the route we're going to go.
My main thing with AEW is just like, how many more motherfuckers do you need? Like, I asked the question in the chat last night, and I'm going to ask you, who's the last person? Who's last on the list?
I thought that was sarcasm.
No, that was a legit question. Like, who's last on the list? Because apparently there's a fucking list.
Well, I think
who's last?
Well, I think Cesaro's going to end up showing up, but I don't want him there.
I don't think y'all will be satisfied until John Cena is all elite.
No, I think if they went after anybody, I think it would be Goldberg or Brock.
Yo, I was legitimately one of the ones thinking that Brock was going to go to AEW when he became a free agent. I was that stupid.
No, I don't think it's stupid. I think you would. I think it could happen because Brock is a money man. He's business.
At this point, it's not going to happen. If there was any point, your best chance was last year.
Yeah, no, I think during the interview he said like Vince is like a father to him, so I think they're kind of cool now. But you're right, like when they were kind of rocky, I think if it was going to happen, it would happen because Brock is about money regardless. He's told Vince, he's told Dana, I don't care, I'm about business, I'm about money. So AEW has the money. If he showed up at AEW like at a double or nothing or some shit like that, that shit would go be crazy.
You can't tell me AEW not getting 3 million views on Dynamite Wednesday just off the strength that Brock Lesnar showing up.
What? He ain't got to do nothing. But who would I want to see in WWE that's on the list that's realistic? I wanted 2 people. It's not going to happen because obviously one resigned. And if I'm not correct, I think Finn might have resigned too. But Finn and AJ. That's pretty much it. Because
I think y'all can.
AJ obviously because Bullet Club and Finn Bullet Club, they could do that whole thing. Because obviously they've got like 7 different stories going on with Bullet Club and Impact and AEW. So I'm trying to see how this shit is gonna get resolved because I'm in it. But
you think Adam Cole and Red Dragon are Bullet Club? I kind of think they are.
I don't know. There's something going on there, especially with Cole saying, "Yo, you know,
you Bullet Club for life."
Well, that too. But when he told them at the you don't watch their show, do you? All Elite.
But being the Elite,
yeah.
I actually do watch that.
Okay, so at the end, he tells the Young Bucks, "I kind of wish you guys were there." And then they were like, "So what? To interfere?" So basically, he's saying, "So you guys didn't show up for me like Red Dragon did." Okay, cool. But this is what I'm saying. They story tell so lovely in AEW. Like you have to watch.
Yeah,
Like you have to watch everything. Like I've heard you either got to watch Dark, and I don't really watch Dark like that. But everything's everywhere.
only reason why I watch Dark is because that puts on most of y'all's women's division, like the best part of the women's division, which is the low card.
Yeah.
Because I fuck with Layla Hirsch. I don't
Vi-
even know if y'all signed Kylan King yet. Y'all need to sign that.
Vipers, have you ever watched this? I'm trying to get you to respond to me. Like, come on.
Haven't watched Vipers. I don't know who Vipers.
I don't care.
I know who Vipers is. I've seen her, but I haven't seen her wrestle.
She's cute.
But isn't she one of the ones that get squashed?
Usually.
Yeah. So.
But I mean, she's green.
Yeah. Rampage to me is the better watch. It's 3 matches, no bullshit. You in and out, bing bang bong. Even though it's the same motherfuckers in there every week. You got Hook, Adam Cole, Dark Order, and Kiera Hogan getting squashed.
No, I think it's because I told everybody else, like, yo, especially now with Impact, I'm watching too much shit, doing too many things, editing too much shit. I can't watch everything. I just can't. And if I got to sacrifice Dark, I'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right.
Like I legit just added Impact to my rotation.
And then see, that goes back to the roster conversation. You just said it's too much. I ain't watching Dark. Fuck Dark. And I know you ain't watching Elevation. So there's like a gang of people on that show wrestling that nobody's watching.
But I say to say, even if Adam Cole and them went to Dark Elevation, I probably still wouldn't watch it. Like I don't have time for that.
And so it's like, why did you get so many motherfuckers to fill them up to the point to where it's pretty much separated like that? Like, because it's pretty much the OGs of AEW are the ones that's on Dark and Elevation not getting seen.
This is what I think
That's
people.
where
This is what I think people forget to realize. AEW is only 3 years in the game, maybe 4. Like they're still figuring out what the fuck they're going to do and be. You know what I mean? A lot of it is trial and error. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna do things that's like, bro, what you did that for? And they're gonna do things like, oh, you should have did that though. So like they're still for a 3-4 year product of wrestling, I think they're doing pretty damn well. For a 3-4, like they basically beat NXT. Like let's be 100.
But they're doing nothing new.
I mean, you don't really have to reinvent the wheel.
But but y'all are hyping it up like, oh, this company's so revolutionary. So,
I'm gonna tell you why I hype
know
it
what I'm
up.
saying?
I hype it up because they do what I hate. They do what I don't want WWE to do. But let me see. That's it. Right.
You said that right.
They don't do the dumb shit that WWE does, and the things that I want WWE to do, they do. So in my brain, I feel like they listen to me. Are they really? Probably not. But in my brain, I feel like, okay, you actually get like this makes legit sense. So you're going to do it. That doesn't make sense. So you're not going to do it. Like in Vince's thing, I actually like Vince more after the Pat interview, but I still think he's fucking the shit up. But he said he listens to the fans. No, you don't. Stop. You don't listen to the fans because there's been plenty of shit we said we don't like and you're still doing it. You may hear the fans, but you more or less do what the hell you want to do.
I mean, all I'm saying is we hated Roman Reigns for realsies like 3.5 years ago.
You guys hated Roman Reigns. I hated that they tried to make him a goody tissue when he wasn't. Because they tried to do the same thing with the Usos. They made the Usos wear war paint, do these little dances, and be all funny, and that's not who they are. Once the Usos became who they were, fire. Once that happened, we all said here on the channel, yo, let Roman do exactly the same thing. Be who he is. A cocky, fucking urban ass dickhead. Once he did it, what happened? Fire.
But Vince is right. He does listen to the fans because the more he does shit that we all say we don't like, the more money he makes.
He's gonna make money regardless because WWE's at this point is no one's never gonna not watch it. Let me ask you a question. If I know you're
Fair
gonna
enough.
come, if I know you're gonna watch wrestling behind the curtain, no matter what I do, well, it's not who I am because I'm very driven. But let's just say I'm a dumbass. If I know you're gonna come watch the show anyway, why would I put that much effort? I'm just gonna turn it on. I'm like, what y'all want to talk about? All right, that's cool. All right, I'm out.
Because you want to put, at some point, you're going to be like, well, shit, I want to put on a good show so motherfuckers can, talk about it and bring people in. You know what I'm saying? The cheapest form of advertising is people to people. So if you have these 5 people come through, say, oh, shit, this is a fire-ass show. Let me go tell these 5 people that
That's how I
they
feel.
watch same shit.
That's how I feel.
But if you just...
That's why if I was Vince, I would be listening OD about, yo, what y'all want? Okay, cool. I'd be like, yo, this man is 80 years old, crushing AEW, crushing Impact, crushing New Japan, crushing MLW, and he's 80. Nobody says that. They're like, yo, Vince, gotta let it go. Time for you to step away. You don't know what's going on. Like, just move.
I've been saying that for 5 years.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying. That's where we're different. Because if I was Vince with my drive, I'd be like, yo, a new company in, I'm about to take this company out too. Or I would go with the times and I'd really open the forbidden door. Like, all right, you know what? I dominated this shit for decades. What do y'all want? Y'all want to see Kenny pop up at WrestleMania? Go against AJ? Cool. You got it. It's going to happen. We here. Doors open.
I just want them to do what I know they can do, which is put on a good show. They've done it in the past. They've done it in flashes. They just never put it all together. Rarely. I'll say that. Last year, I think it was night 1 of WrestleMania. That shit was perfect. Night 2 was trash, but night 1 was perfect for me.
Oh, I think Goldie said something about delusional A fans think this shit's perfect. I don't think A is perfect by far. I'm just very excited that they're giving me the thing. You know, I think it's, you know what it is? I'll give you a better analogy. It's when you dated a girl for so long and then it goes bad, and then you get the new girl and it's the honeymoon. I'm in the honeymoon right now. Like anything they do is fire to me because I'm loving. She's stroking me. She's giving me sex every night. Whenever I want head, she gives it to me. Like we ain't got no arguments, so we just getting it in.
Censorship.
That's what we get. We in the honeymoon. Whenever.
So, I'm gonna use your scenario. To me, it's like I like the girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, we meet each other and shit. We courting, whatever you want to call it. But her friends are fucking assholes. They're fucking bitches. Fuck all of them collectively, and they make me not like her. Cause like I'm not gonna sit here and fuck with you if all 8 of your friends are bitches. You ain't that fine. Like she's pretty. She ain't that fine. You know what I'm saying? Me and Impact, we got years.
And that's what I'm saying. I got years with WWE, and I've been telling for years, yo, do this. Come, I don't want to leave you. We got kids together. I don't want to leave you. Oh, so you're not gonna listen? All right, well, this chick gonna listen. I'm out.
Bro, I did almost leave Impact like 16 or 17. Because it was, like I said, it's bad to watch. And then ML Dub started popping off.
Yo, as much as I
And
love
ML Dub had niggas with fire theme songs. Like somebody had a Doom instrumental. I'm like, oh, they got this type of stuff happening in MLW? I'm with it. But they just didn't grow.
Yeah, well, some people can't grow. Some people don't want to
Like
grow.
Low Key was the world champ, and his theme song was Beanie Siegel's The Truth instrumental. That's hard.
Well, I think it's hard because they're not big enough to get copyrighted, or unless he has that relationship with Beanie to where he's like, "Yo, can I get this?" But you know, when
They
you
had
have
a relationship with somebody. I think Rick Ross had something to do with it for a minute, and that's how they was able to get those connections.
because I know when you're not big enough, no shade, no one's really checking to be like, you know what, like you can't do that.
Yeah,
If someone was to come to WWE, AEW right now, or Impact with Beanie Siegel, that shit ain't flying.
no,
Just
it's not.
just like Swerve. Swerve can't use Shaka Khan no more.
Yeah, It's like with Rich, he can't use Lionel Richie.
That would be fine. Like you would have to have serious money, like obviously like they did for Punk with cult personality. Like pay me. But then the thing about them and like Ruby is they're smart because they actually get songs from people that are wrestling fans. You know what I'm saying? Like most of
Except Griselda.
well, that's WWE because WWE is stupid. Which they would be doing way better because Griselda is like OD popping right now.
Yeah.
They would have so much more of a fan base that wasn't into wrestling watching them right now.
That's why I just wish Westside would just go to one Impact show and be like, "Oh shit, this is live. Let me fuck with them." And you know, Impact will open the whole fucking back for them. You know what I'm saying?
You probably looked at it on TV and looked at the crowd and was like, "This ain't it." I really want to know what the disconnect is. How's it so popping like you guys say in person, but the TV production is horrible? Like
Because
it legit makes me think no one there is having fun. And maybe I am watching it for the wrong reasons. But if your people look bored, how am I going to get invested? Like they look bored, fam.
I can tell you they're not bored.
Well, yeah,
being in them motherfuckers.
I do believe that it's live at the event, but I want to. But it doesn't help to get new fans. Like I watched because you guys told me to, so I'm cool. I'm in it. I'm watching it. I'm a fan. But if I was like one of those cynical fans, you can't get me by watching that show.
But I mean, it's pretty much, and I mean, I kind of don't like it. I do miss the days of like 07, 08 TNA, to where like when shit was happening, there's like 8 niggas in the front row just jumping all over the place. I give you that, but it's more of a Americanized or Canadianized New Japan crowd. You go watch a New Japan show, you go watch all those Omega Okada classics. Everybody's, and then when shit happens, oh,
you know what's funny is you might have got me there because I don't remember watching the crowd when I watched the Omega versus Okada. I think I was so into the match I wasn't paying that attention.
And it's like it's the same shit.
But you know what it is?
I don't like it, but it's not, the crowd isn't bad. It's just the New Japan style. It's the same thing. I see no difference. And then it's like, just like in New Japan, we only caring about what's happening in the ring. And what's happening in the ring in Impact, 8.5 times out of 10 is some good shit.
I just hate it because when you watch it on TV, like there'll be some shit that Jay White does. And while I'm watching, I'm like, oh shit. But then I'm looking at the TV and it's just like, I'm like, yo, how y'all ain't reacting? My man just did this.
They getting better with it, but in production, they did do a shit ass job with like the crowd audio. Like I don't think they mic'd it right the way we can fully hear shit. I give you that. That's been annoying as fuck. But I'm a fan, not a critic. You know what I'm saying?
Like you're probably not gonna agree because you want to be that guy. Jay White's debut on AEW was so much better than it was on Impact.
You mean when he came through in Slammiversary?
The first time he popped up,
which was Slammiversary.
Yeah. If you watch both on TV, he got such a pop on AEW. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people at AEW that probably don't know who he is. But he got such a big pop. And then on Slammiversary, it was just like, oh, Jay White. Oh.
Well, first off, before I respond, I'm going to say there is a bit of bias because I was there live. So this is from a live and in-person like perspective. Kenny was celebrating. The lights went off. We're like, oh, shit. Who the fuck is that? Because we thought it was going to be anybody. I was thinking it was going to be Joe. Because remember, Joe had got released around that time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear Bullet Club, and it's like, oh, shit. And then when Jay White's joint came, the place got live. We all popped. It was going crazy. But then it was kind of like his interest was long and drawn out because he took forever to get to the ring. We're not going to cheer, oh, shit, blah, blah, for like 15 fucking minutes. Like, sooner or later, we're going to chill out because we want to see what's about to happen. We're more focused on the action.
Yeah.
And, I mean, nothing much really happened because the feed cut, and it just went weird because Finjuice came out and attacked them. It's
Yeah,
like, what the fuck? It was kind of confusing.
Your
But
TV
we
production,
popped for it.
TV production didn't have it all because when he went to AEW and he just threw Buddy into the damn trailer, that shit got a crazy pop.
Yeah. And then also you're comparing a venue that had maybe 200 people in it to an arena with like what 7, 8, 9, 10,000. So yeah, it's gonna sound louder. But if you take those, if you like scale it down to only the 200 in AEW, it probably would have sounded about the same.
So what's the Impact right now? It's like an indie budget.
No, their Impact is a recovering budget because they
who owns Impact now?
Anthem Sports Entertainment. Some people up in Canada, the people that own that are fucking loaded. So they got the bread, but they also were in the black when Anthem bought it in like 2016. So they had to recoup the bread before they could start going white.
The first thing should be
like
TV production.
Because if you remember when Scott and them first came in, they were saying they had a 5-year plan to get the company back right. That 5 years ended this year, and you see how they've grown in the last 5 years. So it's like clearly what they're doing is working.
No, they have a good product. They just need to fix some things. Like TV production,
they're working on it.
TV production is big because as what's the word? What's that word? Not cliche. As vain or whatever it is of me wanting to see something good on TV, I need my TV production to be on fire.
I feel it, but on this, I know I normally look at shit as a fan, but for this one, I'm gonna look at it
You know what helps you too is because you go to a lot of live events. I don't, so you're kind of already accustomed to what it is anyway. I'm not. I'm pretty much going off what you show me.
Mm-hmm. But like, think about this. Say you own the company. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you have shit. Your audio and your visuals, all that is shit. You're gonna need somebody to pay you, like, give you the bread for the cameras, or a TV network to want to say, okay, let me put your stuff on my channel with my equipment. But if they would have done that straight out the gate, it would have flopped because they didn't have shit to put on TV worth value. I feel like they had to build the product in the ring first, so then we can sell it later.
I agree with you.
10%.
I agree with you, but now is the time that they need to really invest into their product.
And they are. You can watch the last Impact Plus show. I think it was in November, and then go watch Sacrifice. They look completely different, and that was only like 2 months apart.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Shit, Bound for Glory was fucking boring as hell. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And they mic'd it terribly. The lighting was terrible. All that shit was bad. But the very next Impact, they kind of fixed it up.
I was trying to think of something, but where's James Storm?
No, at the crib, chilling, drinking beer, probably.
After he changed his body, he should have just stayed in Impact and became champ.
Yeah. I'm mad he never really got a fair shot at the belt, though.
He didn't, but once everyone left, that would have been it would have been like, well, he probably would have took Moose's spot, but it could have probably been him and Moose.
I actually think they fought at one point.
No, I think they did, but I'm saying like he probably would have had that spot.
Yeah.
Because he looked, well, I don't know, I haven't seen him lately, but over the last couple of years, like he looks the part now.
Yeah, James Storm looks freaking crazy now.
Yeah, because he was training to go to NXT.
Yeah.
Which is why, I don't know why. I'm glad it didn't, but I don't know why that didn't happen because you're not using Bobby Roode, so you might as well just brought Storm over to make beer money again.
I'm about to say, given what was going on with Bobby at the point, I don't know why you wouldn't have wanted it. Because like neither one of them are really doing anything at the moment. Hell, James Storm went to NWA. He couldn't even get a title run there.
I just wouldn't want it because I know they wouldn't do James Storm how he should be done.
Beer Money and NXT would have been something serious though.
Beer Money, I would arguably say, is probably one of the top 5 tag teams of all time.
Hey yo, before we wrap up, I want to get some shit off my chest to the world. I need people to be honest with themselves when they start talking about the glory days of NXT. I'm not sitting here saying that it wasn't fire, because the shit was fire. I was here for all of it. All the takeovers were dope. You know what I'm saying? They had a fire roster. Every time someone got called up, they just brought somebody else in. Shit was good. It was great wrestling. It was the best part of WWE when it was popping. But at the end of the day, that shit was still developmental. I need people to realize that and be honest with themselves about that. Yes, it was the best product, the best of the 3 brands, but it was still developmental. Nobody there that won the title is a world champion. So the whole shit they said in Adam Cole, where he said, I won world titles everywhere I've gone, no, you haven't.
Didn't Finn Balor? Finn Balor did.
Finn Balor won a world title. He won, well, because the Universal title, I guess, but that's a whole nother rant. There should only be one world title.
Let's keep it funky. NXT was only popping because, one, it had people that we wanted there, and 2, because they were allowed to do everything that Raw and SmackDown weren't.
To me, NXT was popping because it was TNA with money.
Okay.
That's pretty much what it was. It was TNA with money. With WWE money.
And production.
Exactly. That's all a part of it.
Yeah, see, if Impact will give me NXT, I'll watch.
We getting there. You just got to trust the process.
It's taken a long time. You guys been in the game 20 years.
And we had it, then we lost it. So the fact that we getting it back, you know what I'm saying? Impact is a cockroach, bro. Like an atomic bomb will go off, kill everybody. Somehow, some way, AEW forced to close their doors. WWE forced to close their doors. Every wrestling company is forced to close. Somehow, Impact will find a way to still be open.
All y'all need is the best to come back. AJ, Bobby Roode, James Storm, just come on back.
They're coming back slowly but surely. I'm waiting to see where Joe pops up at.
Well, AJ resigned, so he ain't going nowhere.
AJ's about to win Money in the Bank and cash in on Impact. That's all I need. I don't need him to come back and, be back. I just want him to come through one more time. Have one more program.
I don't think NXT is what ECW should have been. I like what ECW was. ECW was gritty.
No, I think what he's saying is like, you remember WWE ECW?
I don't even want to remember that.
That's what it should have been. They didn't give that shit no love at all, both on the creative side or even just giving the brand a damn chance, because they didn't bring the tag titles in. They didn't bring a mid-card title in. All they had was that fucking world title, and that was it.
It was never going to be ECW and WWE.
I didn't want it to be that. I didn't want it to be that from that standpoint, as far as like the violence and the hardcore and all that shit. But the aspect of fire-ass wrestling,
like you guys watch it,
and the energy, I wanted that, but they didn't do it.
Like production-wise, GCW reminds me of ECW.
I fucking hate GCW.
Well, I said production-wise. I didn't say like the wrestling is fire.
No, their production is shit.
But ECW's production in the beginning was shit.
Not that shit. Not that shit, my nigga.
All right. Well, on that note, I'm going to let Villain go because he's probably like on 5% now.
Yeah.
We do got to get Villain back on. This is what it's supposed to be. He's supposed to be on Gold. He's supposed to be on. Kenny's supposed to be on. CL's supposed to be on. I believe me and Kenny and hopefully some other people will be back on Saturday. Not sure. But we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We appreciate Villain for being here. But this is what it is behind the curtain.
All right, y'all. Shout out Diamond Villain. Shout out to the homie Mike G. Shout out to Talking Nonsense About Impact. Shout out to Brace for Impact. Shout out to Impact. Shout out to y'all.